the skyscrapers of Midtown Manhattan from high above the East River here in New York City. It's time for some hoops at the home of the New York Knicks. We're bringing it to you live on 2K Sports. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. The New York Knicks come into this one after a win against the Nets in Brooklyn. And there wasn't much question as to how that game was going to turn out. They absolutely put the hammer down on them.
They executed on the road, stayed focused, stayed consistent with who you are as a team.
Whether life or sports, that's all you can do. Stay committed to your brand of basketball and let the chips fall where they may.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, Kristaps Porzingis has drawn comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, and it sounds like Dirk is a fan. He says of Porzingis, he's long, athletic, tough. He has touch. He can put it on the floor. He is for real. Kevin?
And Porzingis, DA, a good 3 inches taller than Dirk. He's a very unique talent for sure. And with the long season ahead, for the best teams, Chris, you get the feeling they wish the playoffs could start tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, didn't we see that with Golden State last year? It looked like they were a little bored during the season.
Right.
But what happens during the playoff season? That's why we call it 2 different seasons. But once you reach that elite level, Kevin, everything you do is geared toward winning a championship. Everything you do. So that's why it's so fun watching the best of the best.
And Golden State showed that, of course, last year. It'll be the Knicks off the tip. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Irving at point with Brown to his side. They're the backcourt. Tatum out there with Hayward. And it's Horford in at the center filling out the middle. Porzingis can't hit. Brown wide open. He fires. Off the left rim and out. And here's Kanter. Now the pass to Knox. There's a screen by Kanter. Shoots off the screen. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Porzingis against Tatum. Ntilikina with the rebound. For New York, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. He kicks it to Kanter. Kanter sets the pick for Porzingis. Drills it from outside.
They could breathe a little easier on their fourth shot. They finally hit the target.
Passes to Horford. Picked by Horford. Hayward on the wing. Puts up a 3. It's good from long range. Hayward's got his first 3 points of the game.
And that's how you answer back.
Trading bombs the last 2 possessions. They're going that one.
Here's Knox. Defended by Hayward. And Kanter throws it down.
Go ahead and just hammer it home, why don't you?
He might not be the athlete that some of the other big men are in this league. But my goodness, he still knows how to finish.
Yeah, we see it here. When he does get aggressive, the result can be powerful.
Ntilikina can't hit.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim. And
it's Brown missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Knox misses. For Boston, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his first foul. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Horford sets a screen for Hayward. Shot clock at 6. Picked by Horford. Using the screen, Hayward. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
Second chance shot. Porzingis from the left block. He sends it through. Porzingis has got 5 now.
And getting after it on the offensive glass and adding to that early total with the putback.
Wow, he's coming out with a lot of energy tonight. He's looking strong.
Now here is Horford. Tatum kicks to Hayward. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
This time, I mean, he's getting the shot inside. Hayward is so skilled at finding different ways to score.
Here's Ntilikina. He's covered by Irving. Here's Cantor. No good that time, and it's Boston the other way. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series as you'd expect.
And we'll see what or if anything has changed this year. Maybe it's still a matchup of the haves and have-nots. Or maybe the playing field's a little more even. Now, he caught him in stride with the lead pass. Now, that was time.
Irving kicks to Horford. The screen from Brown. Back to Irving. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Oh, man. How about that vision from Horford? I mean, it's all about hitting the open man. High-efficiency offense right there.
Ntilikina passes to Porzingis. Here's Knox. Ended by Hayward. To the paint, and Cantor throws it down.
Oh, that's a nice look. Recognizing he had the opening to make the entry pass.
Boston trailing. Porzingis making his return after ACL surgery last season.
It's just nice to see him back. I mean, you remember that injury just took the wind out of the Knicks and their fans. However, it set their direction as they took a more long-term developmental approach.
Now here's Porzingis. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. Here's Brown. They get it back. Here's Hayward. Got a hand on it. Here's Porzingis. Second shot opportunity. They get a hand on it, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for Ntilikina, how he performed last season. He put up about 6 points per game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And clearly, he's having a tough stretch here. But it's all about how you respond to the adversity. That'll be key.
Yeah, but we'll see if he has the mental toughness to turn it around. If not, they've got a few other guys ready to step up and start stealing some of those minutes.
And here's Brown outside, and the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Look, they cannot leave him open like that. The D got away with one there.
And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Showing off that great vertical yet again. Ntilikina playing with power at the rim.
They set the screen. Irving for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Horford's got 3 assists tonight.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Ntilikina kicks to Porzingis. Pass to Knox. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Tatum. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Well, he's having a tough go at it so far this quarter. Not much dropping for him.
Pass to Hardaway. To the wing on the left. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here is Horford. 8 points his last outing.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Porzingis kicks to Ntilikina. Pulls it up. Not enough on that one as it misses.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision-making. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
When it comes to video review, C-Web, do you feel the NBA has done a good job of incorporating it into the flow of the game, or is there, in your opinion, still some work to be done in this regard?
There's a little work to be done. I mean, nothing's ever perfect, but I think they've done a great job. I mean, you want to get it right, and so there's going to be a little bit of an inconvenience sometimes in going back to it. The main thing for me is to make sure that it is as fast as possible, that you're not giving the team extra time to get together and to huddle up and to call plays. You're not taking the rhythm away from a team that just went on a 10-0 run, and now they have to sit on the side for 2 minutes in real time and see if this call is correct. So the speed that is done with the video review is the only thing I think that needs to be worked on, and that's going to be situation to situation. So I think the NBA is doing a really good job.
Good points. Hardaway hits them both. Here's Rozier. Kicks to Hayward. Morris outside. Nice D from Porzingis. The Knicks leading by 5. Over to the left wing. Burke. And the three ball is good.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Boston's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Well, the pace right now, that's being dictated to them. They have to try to get it back to their tempo, to their style of game.
And New York making a change here. Baker's checked in. And a look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Knicks.
And they've been avoiding those deep threes. They're capable of knocking those shots down from long range, but so far they've really been reluctant to let it fly from that free throw line extended three-point shot.
And stolen by Burke. Here's Noah. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And how about that quiet confidence with which Noah plays? A long, skilled defender who also chips in occasionally on the offensive end.
The Knicks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Two shots.
No good on that one. Daniel Tice is checked in for the Celtics. And he sinks the second. Celtics trail by 9. Smart with the ball. Here's Rozier. Morris passes to Rozier. Bangs home the trifecta.
Oh, beautiful looking 3-ball from Rozier, really expanding his range.
The Knicks leading by 6. Burke kicks to Porzingis. New York moving the ball around, and that one's good. Burke.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Boston's gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Poked away. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. To the paint. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. And it's a 10-point New York lead.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's Rozier. In the corner, Smart with it. Expanding his range. It's rebounded by Noah.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That's his first foul. And so here is New York. 10-point lead. Lasagna's shot is off.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Rozier. No good. So New York will take it the other way. Now Burke. He has 7. Noah the screen. There's the screen. The wide open look here for Porzingis. And again, New York with the triple.
Something lit a fire under him this quarter. Their lead's safe as long as he's on the floor.
Smart kicks to Tice. The pass to Baines. Smart wide open. He fires. And just miss after miss right now. Lasagna, the pass to Baker. Tries again. And no good. Good work defensively by Smart. Now, here's Rozier. Burke covering. Rozier kicks to Smart. 6 to shoot. Over Baker. Nice shot by Smart.
Oh, the mid-range game, a lost art. Nice bucket by Smart.
The Knicks leading by 11. Screen by Porzingis. There's 1:26 left in the first quarter of the game. And now here's Rozier, the fast break champs. Here's Tice. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Take a look here at the numbers for Porzingis. Last season, he played outstanding. Last season, how about 22 points per? Almost 2.5 blocks and 6 rebounds. And you look at his scoring, he was #1 on the team last season.
His ability to play through contact, his exceptional concentration, that's what makes him a great finisher.
The first one falls. Emmanuel Mudiay's checked in for the Knicks. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Talk about a coach who gets the most out of his guys and what he has to work with. I mean, that's none other than Brad Stevens. I mean, he's done it for years. First in college, now on the greatest level.
And now, here's Hazonia. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Baker passes to Noah. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
41 seconds left in the first quarter.
Oh, the fearlessness by Rozier. That's what helps him earn the trip to the stripe.
Boston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. 2 shots. The first one falls. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. New York leading by 8. Mudiay kicks to Hazonia.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Elbow. 2.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Had about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That's good from Hazonia. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Celtics trail by 10. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Tice kicks to Baines. They set the screen. The Celtics working the ball around now. Hits it from three-point range. Rozier's got a couple of threes now in the first for Boston. There's Baker, guarded by Smart. Passes it to Porzingis. He got it up. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And that does it for the first quarter. New York ahead. They're up by 7. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Gordon Hayward reunited with his college coach Brad Stevens. He said they go way back.
Our relationship started when I was in high school. He came to my morning workouts and really recruited me at Butler and was kind of the first guy that I think believed in me that I could make it to the next level.
And I'm sure, Greg, that relationship played a big role in Hayward deciding to join the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, and not just a connection, but a respect. Hayward, an all-star. Stevens has moved into the conversation for best coach in our league.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
And through that first period, for me, their work on the glass has been the difference.
Well, it means extra possessions, and that's certainly reflected in the score right now.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. We've got Terry Rozier. Also, Smart out there. Morris is out there with Aaron Baines. And it's Tice in at the 4 spot. Now, here's Moutier. Rozier defending. Moutier pass to Noah. Bezonia with the ball. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. A lot of personalities in this game, Chris. Such a big part of what makes the NBA so entertaining.
Oh, man, think about our boy Dre. Draymond Green, for those of you that don't know Day-Day. But Draymond Green, his personality is not only great for his team, but also for us fans when we see him on the court. How about Embiid? Mr. Personality on social media. You love it. And how about Jaylen Brown with his wise ways on the chessboard, the most interesting basketball player in the world. So all of these guys are exciting, fun personalities to watch from the game.
And he makes the first. That one misses. See, we have a great defensive team last season. What's surprising is that the Celtics didn't create that many turnovers, though.
Yeah, 23rd in the league in steals. They don't gamble a lot, but they are active and they're relentless. And they have a coach who makes great in-game adjustments.
Celtics making a switch here. Horford's checked in. And stolen by Horford. Rozier up top, defended by Moutier. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame. And they continue to control the glass.
And Azania gets it to go.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Now, here's Rozier. Defense right on him. He kicks it to Morris. Stolen by Noah. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Fellas, that's just like it's supposed to work. Don't give the D a chance to set up.
Knox, he's checked in for Porzingis. Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. Kyrie Irving comes in for Terry Rozier. It's tipped, and so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Wednesday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Miami Heat.
And for that matchup against the Nets, this is what the fans have been wanting to see. Two of the best teams in the league duking it out, and you know whoever gets the win is going to be viewed as the team to beat.
Well, that's the kind of effort they love to see from Smart. He's sticking his nose in there and doing some work on the offensive boards.
Moutier kicks to Hazonia. Noah with a screen on Irving. Here's Knox. Rebound Boston. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Oh, boy, that was the kind of effort coaches love to see. So active, such energy at the defensive end.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
The Knicks have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Enes Kanter's checked in for the Knicks. Ntilikina comes in for Ron Baker. Gordon Hayward's checked in for the Celtics. Brown comes in for Marcus Smart. Gentlemen. Celtics trail by 13. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Oh, this is ugly. No question about it. And you wonder if these matchups aren't favoring them right now.
And New York making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. Now let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. 5th on the list, Enes Kanter.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Irving.
I like how Irving fills the defense out. He's sensing he has room to shoot and fire once he gets the rock.
Hardaway with it. Now defended by Hayward. Back to Kanter. On the wing, Hardaway. A 23-point game for him in the win against the Nets in Brooklyn.
Not to mention his defense. I mean, he was a terror. He came away with 3 steals and caused a whole lot of headaches.
Horford's shot is good.
Well, everyone knows that Horford relishes any chance he gets down low.
The Knicks leading by 9.
So good to see Gordon Hayward. Man, he had the big injury last year, only 5 minutes into the season. Now it seems to be all systems go. It's so good to see Gordon Hayward back out on the floor.
Here's Ntilikina. He's covered by Brown. Ntilikina passes to Knox, and again it's New York. And Hayward's recovery process was one of the more public ones we've witnessed, mostly due to social media.
Oh, yeah, he was getting all of us pumped up over the summer. I mean, everybody had to calm down because he's known for his blog posts for being fairly transparent about what he's going through. It's a new era. I mean, players now have an unfiltered line of communication with their fans. You got to love it.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Picked by Horford. Tatum with a screen on Hardaway. They get it back.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Ntilikina kicks to Moutier. From deep. Hayward grabs the board. Celtics trail by 16. Irving passes to Tatum. Now here's Moutier. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Moutier with a screen for Kanter. Hardaway with a wide open look. Off target from 3-point range. Boston's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And Hayward gets it to go on the assist by Tatum. 7 points for Gordon Hayward.
All that work Hayward's done in the weight room has paid off. He can make those tough finishes through contact now.
Here's Knox. Over Tatum. Knox misses.
Now look, if he can start turning some of these misses into makes, their lead is going to take a big jump.
No problems knocking that one down. Brown's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Ntilikina. He's covered by Brown. Hardaway against Hayward. Shot clock at 6. Cantor, the pass to Knox, and he jams it with authority.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says thank you very much and sails in for the flush.
Well, that's just a good example of why the score is what it is. I mean, they need to protect the rim a lot better than that.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And sometimes it seems the age of interior scoring big men has come and gone. Enes Kanter, one of the rare big men who can dominate a game offensively in the paint, great hands and the strength to create space.
Trey Burke's checked in for the Knicks. Now here is Irving, and the rebound goes to the Knicks. Kanter's got his 6th rebound on the night.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
And you talk about Kanter's inside game, but he's got a solid jump shot.
It looks very comfortable all the way out to 20 feet. I think before long we may see him add a three-point shot to his repertoire.
The Celtics shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And Chris, a unique aspect of Horford's game, he's the rare big who can repeatedly initiate the offense.
Oh, yeah, he's a good ball handler, has great vision. You see him making the right decision time and time again. He's the consummate team player.
And Al Horford drops them both.
And Horford is one of the league's most talented centers. He's a sharpshooter who possesses a feathery touchdown low.
Now here's Burke, covered by Irving. Kanter with a screen on Brown. Pass to Knox. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by the Celtics. Hayward's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Brown, and it comes off the front of the rim.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
Knox misses. Celtics trail by 13. Hayward from outside. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. 10 points for Gordon Hayward.
A guy who's really improved as a three-point shooter. That's taken Hayward's game to another level.
There's a screen by Kanter. Burke kicks to Hardaway. That one, no good. Hayward with some nice D. Boston's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's space and then go and corral that backcourt.
Pass to Ntilikina. Some solid defense from Brown.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those 2 things that he possesses.
Now here's Tatum. A 20-point game for him in the win against Toronto.
Yeah, and his offense fueled him on D2. He was more than a handful on that end, piling up the steals.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
Oh, man, what about the ascension of Jaylen Brown? I mean, come on. He's an uber athlete, super smart, strong, long wingspan, and very raw coming into the league.
Porzingis is checked in for New York. Boston also with the sub. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. So it's the Knicks now. Burke takes it off the glass. Burke's got 9 points. And the development period for Brown could have been longer, but he was thrust into a leading role.
Oh, come on. He had to play extra minutes. I mean, those injuries. But most importantly, he had to create offense. Ball handling may have been his biggest weakness when he entered the league. He's already turned that into a strength.
Now here's Hayward following the miss by Porzingis.
Whoa, the D caught a break on that play. I'm sure that is not the plan, leaving him so wide open.
Took him no time at all on that one. Porzingis has got 5 points now this quarter.
I don't think we'll ever see another 7'3" player who can drain the three like Porzingis. He takes the idea of that inside-outside threat to a whole nother level.
And Kanter throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Outside Irving. Again, the miss by the Celtics. New York leading by 15. To the paint. And he banks in the layup.
Oh, great ball movement there.
1:56 left to play here in the second quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Will not drop. He's shooting 3 for 8 and not happy about it.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it. The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
Well, they continue to extend the lead. Terrific play on both ends of the court.
Now, here is Irving. 7 points in the game. For 3, Hayward. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Nice shot by Porzingis.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Hayward passes to Irving. Shot clock reset for the Celtics. And it's blocked.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And Kanter throws it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. And so it's Boston with it, following the score by New York. Pick by Horford. And Baines kicks to Brown. The pass to Horford. Looking to end the drought. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
A top-notch post game is just one of the ways Horford helps his team. One of the more important ways, though, is because he's a tough matchup down low.
Now here's Burke. He's got 9. There's a screen by Kanter. Out to Porzingis. Shot clock at 5. Hayward grabs the board. Hayward's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Shoots from 14. And so it's New York sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be back with you shortly.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports, the Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Boy, we have a lot to discuss. New York holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what's your take?
The unicorn showing why people are still so excited about his potential. He can score in bunches. Perfect form on the jumper, developing his post game. The defense and rebounding is still a work in progress, but heading in the right direction. He just needs to get a little bit stronger, and he's a superstar.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Well, one reason they're getting roasted, a.k.a. blown out, poor rebounding. Way too many one-and-done possessions. I don't want to see guys dribble between their legs and shoot. Not enough fundamentals. Hey, box out 101. Maintain position 101. Learn how to play basketball one-on-one. Things like that, Ernie.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, and the fact he's posted a double-double with about half the game left to play, that's impressive.
Well, it comes down to talent. It comes down to hustle. He's shown both in a big way so far.
Celtics trail by 21. Inside, it's Porzingis and Cantor. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Ntilikina, and it's Knox in at the small forward position. And that's the group for David Fizdale as we begin the second half.
The near 7-foot wingspan of Jaylen Brown. I mean, the hops. Now, this is a guy who can dunk on anyone.
A pass to Porzingis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play.
First personal foul.
Tatum kicks to Irving.
And a shrewd defensive player with great size is Ntilikina. Effective at staying right with his man.
Wasted no time on that one. Porzingis has got 21.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Pass to Tatum. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Irving misses.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Ntilikina can't hit.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
Now here's Brown. He has 5.
They haven't gotten their legs back. Just 1 for 4 to start the second half.
Ntilikina kicks to Cantor. Pass to Knox. And stolen by Hayward. And Hayward with the stuff.
You got to appreciate the IQ of Hayward. I mean, he reads the defense well. He knows when to put the ball on the deck.
Pass to Porzingis. Hardaway for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Hardaway's got 5.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Brown the pass to Tatum. On the wing, Irving. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. 10 points for him.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusting.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
Yeah, as a big fella, that's the thing, Greg. You got to be quick in setting those screens. If you get a little lazy, you get called for it.
Marcus Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. Picked by Horford. Here's Tatum. Porzingis with the block. And a fast break now for New York. A clear look for Hardaway. And the Knicks good for 2.
And it's about the tempo, guys. It favors them, and just look at that score.
Well, that's where they have the advantage tonight. They're just a better team in transition.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Kristaps Porzingis standing 7'3". He's played power forward early in his NBA career, but with that height, his future, it could be at the center position. All right, let's check out the stats for Hardaway, how he did last season. He averaged about 17 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, anytime this club needs a basket, he's their go-to guy. Just an irrepressible, prolific scorer.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Joakim Noah. And with Porzingis having the ACL tear, Greg, maybe losing some of his lateral quickness, perhaps accelerating his move to the 5.
I mean, part of his rehab was hitting the weights and just adding strength. I think, if anything, his offensive skill set, though, even more impactful at the 5.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. One of the premier scorers in the league, Irving, still may be underrated by some as a playmaker.
Oh, Kyrie, come on. Tremendous court sense, vision. I mean, he understands to win in this league, you have to be unselfish, but you know he can get it going at any time.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
Well, Irving came into this league as a terrific three-point shooter, and I think he's only getting better with things if he can. He does all the little things. I mean, he does the big things. I mean, he's got them in front with another outstanding performance.
Outside, Smart. He dishes it to Irving. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And that's 15 points for Kyrie Irving.
And the three-pointers is becoming a weapon for him now. You can see it. I mean, this is his second of this half, third overall.
Hezonja kicks it to Noah. Tatum against Porzingis. Great D that time from Tatum.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. And now a look at Boston's upcoming schedule. They'll go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic. And then on Thursday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Oklahoma City Thunder. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Screen by Porzingis. Poked loose and stolen by Tatum. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Horford leading the charge. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Hezonja on the wing. Defended by Hayward. Hezonja the pass to Noah. Hardaway for 3. Rebound, Gordon Hayward.
Oh, it's a confidence shaker when you can't hit a wide open 3 like that.
Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Knicks leading by 20. Here's Noah. And it's Irving with the rebound. Horford high post. 11 feet away. Misses off the left iron.
He'll be beating himself up if they can't come back because he is not carrying his weight at the offensive end.
The pass to Hardaway to the left side wing. Moutier dishes to Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. And the shot goes in. Hardaway has got 9. Boston's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. 11 feet away, and that one's good. Irving.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
There's the pick. Outside Hardaway. Off target with his 3. Celtics trail by 20. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
He's one of today's great clutch performers. That's Kyrie Irving. Look, think about this. In 2016, Game 7 of the Finals, he hit the pivotal 3 with just 53 seconds left. And that's just the most famous of his end-of-game accomplishments.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And you look at his numbers from last year, 89% from the line, so hard to ask for much more than that.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. The challenge with defending Kyrie, Chris, is how to prevent him from hitting those game-changing shots.
Yeah, how do you check Uncle Drew? He has the range from deep. There may not be a better ball handler in the game, and he's a tremendous finisher in the paint. He's a triple threat.
The Knicks making a switch here. Baker's checked in. The Celtics also changing it up. Daniel Tice is checked in for Horford. Marcus Morris comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Smart. Now here's Noah. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, terrific pass work. That shot's a lot easier after an assist like that.
Celtics trail by 20. Outside Irving. And stolen by Hazonia. Here's Porzingis, the fast break chance. It's good. The Celtics shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Moutier. Here's Baker. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Baker's got 4 points this quarter.
No hesitation at all in transition, and they have a huge margin in that department.
Now, here's Rozier. He's covered closely over Moutier, and the basket by Rozier. Rozier's got 9 points. Here's Moutier. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Noah the screen. Passes it to Hazonia. This one for three. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Moutier's got his 4th assist in this one. Boston's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Tatum against Porzingis. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
And checking out some numbers for Irving. Great showing for him last season. 7th in free throw percentage. And, of course, he was among the best in the league when it came to putting the ball in the basket. Top 10 in scoring.
And, again, you got to love his commitment to excellence. He owns the free throw line. It's truly an impact part of his game. Here's Baker. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
I think you'll probably see more arguments on those illegal screen calls than just about any other play. Maybe the charge call, but guys never think they're removed.
Trey Burke's checked in for Emmanuel Moutier. Celtics also with a sub. Baines is checked in. Hazonia's shot is off.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And again, New York running the court in transition. Here's Baker. No good on that one. Now Boston takes it the other way. Here's Tice. It's rebounded by New York. Hazonia's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. See, Webb, there was a time when athletes spoke up about societal issues and they were simply told to, just stick to sports. That is no longer the case.
Basketball was built on players speaking their mind. The one thing about the game of basketball, whether you're from Serbia like my friend Vlade or you're from Detroit like me, it's an urban game. And you cannot leave the problems of urban society just because you were blessed with the talent to play basketball. And so many of us speak up on societal issues just because we made it doesn't mean that our friends and family are out of those situations. We're not in a bubble in which we don't see how those issues affect us, our family, or our friends. And so just because we are blessed with basketball abilities, sporting abilities, does not mean that we're exempt from the problems in society. And if we have a platform and can speak out, why not? And I'm very proud of what guys in the league has done, whether it's LeBron James and his scholarship program, or whether it's Chris Paul and others, or Steve Kerr speaking up for societal issues. For me, it's refreshing, but it also is in the lineage of the greats that started this game in basketball, speaking up for the voiceless.
Well said. Well said. So he gets them both. Boston's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Porzingis against Rozier. Irving for 3. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Noah's shot is off.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
Knox, he's checked in for Noah. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Boston. To the paint. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Brown's got 4 points now in the quarter.
This is what we've seen from Brown. Beating bigger guys, using quickness, beating smaller guys, using power.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That'll be his second foul of the game. And New York making a change here. Cantor's checked in. Here's Azania. Off the inbound, no good. The Celtics shooting 37% so far in the third quarter, and they're not satisfied with this lack of offensive execution. Now, here's Rozier. He's got 9. Back to Tice. The screen from Brown. 6 to shoot. Here's Morris. Hits the outside fadeaway. Morris has got his first bucket in this one. New York leading by 23. Burke kicks to Baker. Now here's Burke. Rozier defending. And here is Burke. He's got 9. Fires the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Burke's got 12 in the game. The Celtics shooting just 34% from the floor. Rozier the pass to Morris. Kicks it to Baines. Here's the screen. It's tipped. Morris a screen. Here's Brown. Bank shot, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Burke can't get it to go. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Over Hazonia. Offensive rebound. Brown. It's tipped. Hazonia with the ball. 13 points in the game. Baker kicks to Burke. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
But that lead's only going to keep growing if he keeps shooting it like he has so far.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Rozier. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then follows it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. Baker kicks to Hazonia. There's a screen by Cantor. Shoots off the screen, and it's off the back rim. No good.
I'll give him that shot again. He'll probably hit it. That's a good look.
Baines passes to Tice. And here we go. Here's Burke. And Baines pulls it down. Baines has got his 3rd rebound tonight. The kick out to Brown. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
He's going to have a tough time hitting that if he can't create a little more space for himself.
And so it's the New York Knicks ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. Right back after this break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
This is how you quarterback an offense. He sees and anticipates what the defense is doing.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the 4th quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. We've got Williams. He's out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Wanamaker in at shooting guard. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. And it's in there. Smart's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Celtics.
Oh, he's got that touch. I mean, in between Smart with the ability to lay it up there soft.
There's the pick. Burke kicks to Baker. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Not too long ago, C-Web, triple-doubles were widely celebrated. Now you see much more of them all over the league. What's been the change there, do you think?
I think the change has been the style of play and the removal of the big man. Being that there are no longer a slew of 7-footers in there rebounding, guards can come in there and do some amazing things in rebounding. And I'm amazed with Westbrook coming in and rebounding over the 7-footers. You also have better spacing, and so if I'm a one-on-one player, I get past my guy. I can trust it that if I throw it to a wide-open shooter now, because of the way that we've drawn the defenses in, there may be a few more open looks. And so I still respect it. I still respect the energy, the focus, the fact that you have to be all over the floor to do it. But, you know, besides the fact that there's longer threes taken, or besides the fact that there's more small lineups, I still think it's a feat to be respected, even though we're seeing an increase in denial.
Buries it from three-point range. 9 points for Marcus Smart.
But there you go, his first three-pointer of the night. That should calm him down, maybe even get him going a little bit.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Daniel Tice. That's foul number 2 for him.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Emmanuel Mudiay's checked in for New York. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Every once in a while, we hear about the brotherhood of the NBA. C-Web, when you hear that term, what does it mean to you?
It means it's the truth. When I got to the NBA as a rookie, the thing that amazed me the most was that I was already part of a fraternity. There was no having to be kind of welcomed in. You are welcomed in once you're part of the NBA. Guys want to see you do well. Right. Not against them, not against their team, but guys want to see you do well because they know the work, the effort, the sacrifice that it takes to get to this level. And that's a really refreshing feeling, knowing the guys got your best interest as long as it isn't against them that night.
Great perspective on that topic.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Morris. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. For New York, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Thomas kicks to Mudiay. It's Vonleh atop the key. Some incredible performance in recent years, C-Web. Are there any NBA records you think that will be broken soon?
Well, let's see. Maybe Curry will break his record again for threes in a season.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
he beat himself. He's 1 and 2 in that. Maybe he'll be 1, 2, and 3. Or he and Klay Thompson. Maybe Klay Thompson will be 1, 2, 3, right? You know how that goes. How about Wilt's most consecutive triple doubles at 9? That seems crazy. Curry's most threes in the game at 13. Shout out to Dennis Scott that was at 12. But sorry, dude, Scott. Curry, he can shoot too. And how about the most points in the game by a team? 186. I would love to see that one. So,
you'd love to play in that one.
I would love to play in that one. How many threes are going to be shot in that game?
Yeah.
But the great thing about it as a fan, I don't know which one's going to be broken, but I'm watching because we want to see records get broken.
And stolen by Hayward. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. There's the pick. Pass to Wanamaker. 6 on the shot clock. Tice kicks to Hayward. From deep three-point range, Boston again missing.
It's only a matter of time until this three-point shot comes back to him. I mean, he knocked down 2 threes before halftime. Nothing so far here in the second.
Joakim Noah is checked in for Robinson.
Joakim Noah.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. Thomas kicks it to Noah. Conley setting the pick for Moutier. Clock at 6. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Smart.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
Two.
No good on that one. We know that stars, especially superstars, get some level of benefit from the refs. What do you think of that? Is that good for the game?
I think the refs should always be fair. I think, yes, you're going to get the benefit of the doubt if you're James Harden and you can cross everyone over and you get 10 free throws a game. He earns those most nights. But, yeah, there's going to be some nights in which he gets a call or two here because as an offensive player, you want to be so aggressive that you put the referees in a tough position to make a tough call and to see what that was. Fans want to see the best players play, not sit. So you have to be judicious of how far you go, but just sometimes slip in the tendencies. I used to get so mad when all I would do is go challenge a shot. The human kickstand would kick his leg out. The ref would say I fouled him, I didn't foul him, and the best actor in the world would get to go to the line, get a 4-pointer. And okay, Caleb, what was the question again? Stars, superstars getting.
I don't know. Let's stop. Let's stop. Now here's Vonleh. Marcus Smart missing that last shot. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Williams a screen. Hayward outside. Here's Wanamaker looking to end the run.
That's his second personal. At the line for the Celtics, Brad Wanamaker taking 2 shots.
Two shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Last year, the NBA moved the trade deadline to before the All-Star break, C-Web. Did you like that decision?
It caused teams to make trade decisions much sooner, and I like that. But I don't like the fact that maybe if, let's say, I'm a fan of Utah Jazz, and you trade the player that we love so much, and he's an all-star, and I can't root for him as a Utah Jazz fan. So as a fan, it gets a little bit tricky because that's still my player, and I want to celebrate with this guy at the All-Star break, but maybe I can't. But I think that what it does is it makes the teams much more competitive because no longer can you sit back and wait and have the time you could before to think as much as you could. Now you have to make a decision on who your team is, the identity, and do you want to get better now or take the risk now? And I think it's put some teams on the hot seat, and I like seeing teams on the hot seat having to make decisions quick.
Now here's Thomas. Vonleh, the pass to Baker. Vonleh setting the pick for Moutier. Shot clock at 5. Or the 3. The rebound by the Celtics. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. New York with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Baker passes to Noah. Another shot. It's rebounded by Tice.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possesses. It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
You know the saying, numbers don't lie. You can see it up there on the scoreboard.
Wanamaker. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
And it's sad because the team relies on him to be a threat offensively. When he's rolling, that makes them a much more dynamic offense.
Here's Williams. No good that time. And New York the other way now. Thomas kicks to Vonleh. Pass to Baker. New York moving it around. And the dunk by Vonleh.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
Yeah, GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint. Here's Smart, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. See, Webb, if there were ever a player where stats did not tell the whole story, it would be Marcus Smart.
Yeah, I mean, if you look to his line every night, you'd think he was just another role player. But Smart, he's a difference maker. Tough, physical. I mean, he makes winning plays.
Now, gentlemen, two shots. Two shots.
First free throw is good. Chris, we hear the word switchability, popular term used these days. Talk about the importance of having guys who can defend multiple positions.
It's so important because it allows for the flexibility with your matchups. You can avoid being forced into mismatches. So you definitely need players like that. However, Kev, I think that the NBA is going switchability crazy. You shouldn't switch everything. Switching on defense should only be if the coach wants to take a player out the game or if it's just needed at the last second. Usually communication is the key because there are no new plays under the sun. You see the play coming and developing it, and if you can communicate, that's usually when you don't need to switch. I think coaches have lost trust in players' willingness to communicate, and switching has become kind of a lesser of two evils, I guess you could say. And I hope we get away from as much switching as we do because it puts guys in totally wrong positions. And if you have a smart offensive player, he'll pass his way out of that right to the guy with the mismatch.
Your take is real interesting. Now, Moutier, after Gordon Hayward's three-pointer, they didn't go.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters. They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That's his first foul. The Knicks making a switch here. Burks is checked in, and the Celtics also making a change. Baines is checked in. Thomas gets a wide open look. No good on the quick three. Boston's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Now, here's Rozier. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Celtics.
Marcus Morris.
Now here's Smart. He's guarded closely. No good there off the double clutch. New York's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. There's the pass to Burke. Here's Baker, guarded by Smart. 5 on the clock. Burke kicks to Thomas. That one falls, coming off Burke's feet. Burke's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Now, here's Rozier. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J.
A fantastic shot by Rozier. I mean, exactly the kind of shot you want him taking when he's got space.
Here's Baker, guarded by Smart. Baker kicks to Burke. Noah with a screen on Rozier. Noah in the post. The shot, no good. Boston shooting a low 30% right now. An ugly offensive performance. Knicks on offense. They're on a 19-5 run. Here's Baker, guarded by Smart. Vonleh dishes to Thomas. Here's Baker. A rebound by the Celtics. Smart's got his 5th rebound in this one. A minute 42 left to play here in the 4th, and it's blocked. Now Burke outside Thomas. And Vonleh the bucket on the assist by Thomas. Vonleh's got 13 points now in the quarter.
I like to see them getting the ball down low and then getting a quality shot.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Knicks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Porzingis.
Oh, he was a scary man at the defensive end with all those blocks. Even the shots he didn't get a hand on, he affected. He forced a lot of misses out there tonight.
And the Celtics making a change here. Brown's checked in. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Now here's Noah. Passes to Baker. Tipped away. New York moving the ball around. Noah kicks to Baker. Thomas outside. It's rebounded by Tice. To the middle. Here's Morris. And Thomas with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas. $16 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Now here's Burke. So no problem for New York as they get the win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. KP, you guys got out on a break tonight. How did you get into transition so easily?
Yeah, we want to play faster, and that's what we try to do whenever they miss. We try to run, move the ball quick, and get easy buckets.
And you were able to beat them down the floor tonight, KP. Thanks a lot for your time. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long.
Don't you let